Hello there, this is Uncle Troy recording on my Kindle Fire HD.
Oh, hey folks, I'll be right back as soon as I take care of a minor problem. In the meantime, why don't you say hello to some of our new subscribers?
Okay, looks like we're up to over 750 subscribers. I harp on the subscribers because it's just my way of saying thank you for subscribing and thank you for watching the videos. YouTube doesn't really focus on subscribers anymore, but it's just a real good yardstick on keeping track of who's interested in me, who's keeping up with me, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Alright, I've got my Kindle HD Fire, or Kindle Fire HD I think it is, and I've managed to figure out how to take pictures with it, and I've turned into just quite a terror around the house. Basically nobody wants to be in the room with me when I'm reading a book or watching a video on my Kindle because they never know when I'm going to turn around and take a picture. And it's kind of weird here, and I'm just now noticing that 4 of us sitting in the room and all of us are looking at our phones or our pads or whatever instead of actually talking to each other. But that's what you do when you're high tech. Anyway, I recorded some video. Here it is. Hey there folks, Uncle Troy here with another video log. Today we're on our way to see Star Trek Into the Darkness at the local theater, assuming we can actually get to see it. Apparently it's part of a double feature, and if the other movie comes on first, we might like sneak out and go eat or something. But I'm here with Tech Dolphin, who's doing a wonderful job driving, and Kayla Tastic, who's hiding in the back. And I've not seen this yet, so don't spoil it for me. Okay, Uncle Troy here. Alright, it turned out that the Star Trek was part of a double feature with World War Z, and turned out World War Z came on first, and I don't care for that movie because I've read the book and there's nothing like a Brad Pitt character anywhere near it. So I don't really want to see that movie. So we're going to sneak out and do some theater hopping and run off and eat somewhere, and then come back and sneak back in as the end of World War Z so we can watch the start of Star Trek. So that's where we are now. We're wandering aimlessly through the parking lot trying to find somewhere to eat. Uncle Troy signing off. Okay, we just ate at a place called the Royal Buffet, which is kind of a Japanese, Chinese, Vietnamese fusion where you can get your sushi right next to your General Tao chicken. And if you're ever in Cleveland, Tennessee, I recommend it. I don't recommend the sushi, but I don't eat sushi, so I can't tell you for sure if it's good or not. I just know when I reach for something and its little tentacles wrap around my stick, I decide not to eat it. So we're still killing time. World War Z is about halfway over now, we think, and we're trying to decide how to kill time, how to try to kill an hour between now and the 100 yards back to the movie theater. Okay, it's Troy again. We just managed to kill about 20 minutes. I stepped into the comic book store here at the mall. I've not been there for a couple of months, and you can tell from the huge pile of comics. That's about $100 worth of comics. Apparently, if you tell them, save me every issue of this and this and this, they keep doing that even if you don't come in for a few months. And so there's a big pile. So assuming I ever get to sit down and relax today, I'll have something to read. If you didn't know, nowadays theaters don't get rolls of film from the studios and put them in projectors and send them up to the screen. Instead, we have something called digital light projection, or at least we do in these newer theaters. And all the films are stored electronically. In fact, they're stored in basically a big computer server farm with big hard drives, really highly detailed digital files which can be sent over the internet. In fact, I've been told that sometimes when a new movie comes out, the theater may only get it minutes before the first airtime just to reduce the amount of chances that somebody can steal it and get it out to the public. So just so happened that the theater that was showing World War Z and Star Trek Into Darkness was right in front of the server room. And so we took this pictures here just because I think it's kind of neat. It's kind of the neatest server room I think I've ever seen. Okay, Uncle Troy here. We just finished watching the last 10 minutes of World War Z. Don't worry about spoiling the book if you haven't read it yet, because there's nothing like that in the book that I saw any of the 10 or 12 minutes we watched. And we also watched Star Trek Into Darkness, complete with our Bladderbuster 4000 small drink here from the from the theater. I was the only one drinking, and I was the only one that didn't have to go to the bathroom. But Star Trek In the Darkness was a real good film. I was really surprised how good it was and how much I enjoyed it. It had lots of good endings because there was about 12 different places you could have ended that movie and it would have been just fine. But they had to keep going until they got really to the end. All right, we're on our way home. It's Uncle Troy signing out. Please have a good night. Well, it looks like that after I speed it up in post-production.
Or I can drive really fast, but if you like slow it down in post-production,
We can do that.
and then it'd be normal speed. Only this thing was rear wheel.